Drop that shit.
Welcome to another episode of the Shit Sheet. I'm Aaron, and let's go ahead and introduce our host, Kenny Hazard Chaos. What up, brother?
What's going on, Mr. Aaron?
Same old, I suppose.
Yep. Welcome to another episode of the Shit Sheet. Kenny has a chaos alongside of Aaron, German. Got a great episode here for you, and first off, as you see at the beginning of the show, I lost my grandma here recently, but I'd like to say thank you to all the XCW Galaxy and all the XCW superstars who showed their respects to me and told me to give her everything that they did for me, and special thanks to Fletch for making everything that happened at the video that he made for us. But life goes on. Unfortunately, some stuff happens. But we're going to get right into it. I know you're excited about this guest. I know you're excited.
Let's get
about
to
this
it,
guest.
man.
So, without further ado,
Can I?
you know what? Go ahead.
All right. C-Unit, the man, Chris Jones. You want to sit there? You
Yeah,
wanna sit
once
closer?
I see decided to get up out of my seat.
How you doing, Chris? Come on, man. I'm alright. But, so, Chris, you, had no remorse, had a great epic match, a tag team match with, the Royalty, yourself, and, King Genocide. Took on Fletch and James Cerebral. Great match. You guys gave it a little short.
Hey, look at him next time.
Chris Jones always bounces back. But with that being said, what is your plans going up against someone like James Cerebral?
Now, see, when it comes to someone like James Cerebral, I've been around the block quite a few times. Been here many years.
Yeah, you definitely been around the block.
I've wrestled everybody in the locker room.
But James Cerebral.
Because the last time we were supposed to wrestle, he got hurt. Chickened out. But when it comes to wrestling somebody like James Cerebral, someone that's been a part of EVW, someone that was part of the Untouchables, that's been behind me, I know James Cerebral in and out. James Cerebral knows me in and out. I mean, it's almost similar to wrestling someone like Fletch. Granted, I've also had more matches with Fletch over James Cerebral, but we know each other so well. If you watch one of our first matches against each other, back and forth, move for move, sometimes doing the same exact move at the same time, I plan on coming out in the end, showing all the people in the audience, James Cerebral's not a hero.
Yep.
Well said, my man. Well said.
You're still talking?
So, now, you used to talk about EVW. We all know EVW, Extreme Backyard Wrestling, was your baby. You ran it on the side of XCW. Did you ever think that EVW would have been anything other than just what it was? Or is it something that you've seen going to happen? You're coming back to the XCW and the invasion.
I never pictured any ABW being a part of XCW whatsoever. When I ran it back in the day, it was just extra wrestling time because I just enjoyed to wrestle. And over the past few years, I've pretty much had complete creative control when it's come to the Chris Jones character or the other characters that I played. Fletcher has been pretty lenient with my creativeness with that. And he brought the EVW idea, and I pretty much had, to an extent, complete creative control of what went on. The matches that happened at the 2 EVW shows we had, and we surprised everybody with the outcome, with the surprise win for EVW, and then turn around for the win for XCW. So never pictured it turning out like it did, but I was very happy with what happened.
Now, if it were to ever come back, EVW, I mean, do these t-shirts, they come in medium? Man, it's a fine t-shirt, man. I'd wear it,
I don't think you wear a medium, more like a medium, man. You look like a little man.
Okay.
Good one, Chris.
I'm gonna lighten the mood a little bit. Producer, play me Tommy Merriman falling off that wall. God, it's so great.
I love seeing people fall down.
I mean, talking to Tommy beforehand, he's like, yeah, man, I'll just be able to roll right off. Talk to him after, he goes, dude, there was like a foot. And I had to bounce over that foot. A wall. But let's get back into this interview with Chris Jones. Chris, everyone knows that there was a little beef with somebody in Shelbyville, Justin Parsley. Back, what year was it? 2010. UIW was going strong. They were trying to compete with XCW, and you were running both shows.
I was.
What was your time like in UIW?
It was a lot better than the time of BYWE, I can say that. Going back to the point, I had complete creative control of pretty much my character and everybody else's characters that decided they want to wrestle too. So, and it was, I'd say it was more equal footing, because a lot of the stuff I came up with, except hitting his girlfriend with a light bulb, that wasn't my idea. That was his idea.
Right now, you're going to join us in watching. You're just going to watch while me and Aaron call the XCW Xtra Match.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hopefully, hopefully it doesn't ruin your commentary.
And this week is a very, very cool match. It's a 16-bit Ryan Greyson
You picked one, Chris.
taking on James Cerebral, and it's not that handsome-looking referee. It's that Harry Potter guy. But without further ado, here's your XCW Xtra.
XCW Galaxy 2-Play Army, what is up? It is Aaron and Roddy back here again for the Shit Sheet Extra here today.
Yes, for the XCW New Age Championship, we got the 16-bit Ryan Greyson.
There he is.
There he is.
Grand entrance, just back here, second show back. Looking to pick up a title.
Looking to pick up his XCW New Age Championship. But he is going against one hell of an opponent in James Cerebral.
Well, would you look at that referee? Look at that.
Not that guy. Not that one guy.
No, he's not quite as handsome. He's still pretty good looking.
Very unprofessionally as he sure does not.
His shorts again, though. But sometimes.
Does he wear flip-flops? Oh, no, those are actually...
I think they've got laces, man. Let's not shit on the ref too hard. There's a contest about to happen. All right.
And his opponent, none other than the untamable James Cerebral.
Here comes the G'd up man himself, about to make his entrance. Maybe if I could hear the music, maybe.
Hear the music. There sure he is.
There he is.
I knew he was coming. But I'm very, very excited about this contest. James Cerebral right there is telling that much he actually respects 16-bit Ryan Greyson.
Exactly. We've seen a shift in character profile of James Cerebral here in this past season.
Yeah.
Much nicer guy with a sunnier disposition, but always looking for a fight anyways.
When you're going against the likes of Chris Jones, you're very likely.
True. Chris Jones does have just that X factor to make everybody hate him in the building.
That's not yours, Ref.
Ref showing the people at home.
That's the closest he's came to a title. So he's like, yeah. But I'm looking forward to this match.
Ref calling for the bell, and we're going to get started here.
Nice handshake before, and we go with a lockup.
Go the initial lockup, both men jockeying for control.
James Cerebral does have a little bit of a weight advantage.
And we're seeing that on display right there, but
Ryan Greyson
never backing down.
Ryan Greyson's nothing but skin and bones.
And an unseen power, though, has it. He might be skin and bones, but he gets so much propulsion from those little legs during that spear. Feels like a torpedo.
Nice. Running James Cerebral into the corner.
Greyson working his shoulder a little bit. Might have hurt himself whenever he fell into the turnbuckle there. See, shooting him into the ropes. What's he got in store here?
Nice clothesline.
Gigantic clothesline knocks down Cerebral. You can see him holding the back of his head there. Whiplash effect.
Nice leg drop.
And a seamless transition into an armbar. This could be it for James Cerebral. Oh, but he has his foot on the ropes. Okay.
I really didn't see the referee call for a break, but Ryan Greyson, knowing that his foot's on the ropes, just instantly breaks.
Ever the sportsman with a clean break.
Nice. Snap
Answers with a huge
suplex.
My opinion, should have capitalized there.
And there was the integral leg drop.
Oh, we could be going for it. How's my dictate?
Yep. And his dick does not tape very good.
Drops the elbow. 2. Only a 2 count from that big elbow drop from Cerebral. Now Greyson just coming back, but looking weak here in one of his first matches back. He might have to rally, and it's nice that he's got his gear now, but he might have to rally into this to impress anybody this season.
Well, he was gone for a long time. And that ring rust, you got to get all that shooken off first. Get that guy some WD-40.
Cerebral just cranking the... Oh!
Nice! Sweeping out the leg of James Cerebral
just
there.
Knocking out the platform of James Cerebral, taking him down to a horizontal base, and goddamn, another kick straight to the ribs. Ryan Greyson's opening up that mean streak I was just talking about, Hazard.
Ryan Greyson has had a mean streak before. It comes out. A nice drop kick there.
Right to the solar plexus. Cover, 2 count. Almost Hazard. That's about as close as you can get there.
Yes, very much so. And we weren't lying, ladies and gentlemen, when we said this XCW Xtra was going to be something cool. And there's a nice drop kick from James Cerebral.
He's got one for Greyson. Does not look to capitalize, but he does have something in store. Greyson battling back into this matchup.
That's something about James Cerebral that every match he is in, his XCW New Age Championship is always on the line, and he's always been out there going to being a fighting champion.
Of course, you have to be with the New Age title. It's always on the line.
Nope.
No, not today. Ducks the clothesline,
Nice.
Sling blade.
And
Goes for the cover.
1, 2, 3.
3. That was it.
Blocked the solution.
Got his blade slung.
Okay, yeah.
Still a showing of respect, though, from
Very
James
much
Cerebral. Retains the New Age title. But you
Great
can,
showmanship there helping up.
of course, it was a
Ryan
valiant
Greyson.
effort by Ryan Greyson. Nobody can deny Greyson that today.
And there's your winner, though, James Cerebral. Still your XCW New Age champion.
And the title streak continues.
And look at that. Well,
Both men helping each other out.
Aaron, Kenny Adds Chaos. Check you later.
Jacket.
Great match. That referee, man, there's just something about him. I hear people in the background telling him what to do. But before we go any further, producer, play Tommy falling off the wall again.
Yes.
It never gets old. But should Tommy break his leg? God, that's gross.
Fucking Brandon.
Yeah, fucking Brandon.
It's almost as gross as when Fletcher was running down the alley by his dad's house that one day when you pulled up and he slipped and fell.
Slid across the pavement.
In the fucking gravel. I love people falling. I wish you'd fall.
What do you mean by that?
Alright, let's get back to this interview with Chris Jones before it gets hostile over there. Because Chris will super kick anybody at any time. But,
Even Stan.
even Stan. But, we were talking about UIW.
Yeah.
So I'm going to continue with that a little bit. You recently did a podcast.
Yeah.
With Justin Parsley, which was really good. So, is your relationship still strong with Justin? Like, is it still there?
I'd say me and Justin are pretty good friends. Obviously not as good as friends with, Josh and the other XCW people. But we have a pretty decent relationship. As everybody knows, we work together, so I see him pretty much every day.
Now, moving forward in XCW, you recently said that you were done.
Yeah.
You were done with XCW. You were you're going to retire, and you were just not going to come back. You come and watch a couple shows and this and that, but you weren't going to wrestle. It's hard to stay out of that ring. It's hard to stay out of the business. What really triggered you to want to come back?
Well, leading up, I know Fletcher was pretty disappointed that I was ready to retire or whatever. And he pretty much let me plan the whole ending of the match, the whole EBW thing. I got to wrestle Austin. I got to have Gabe come out and interfere with the EBW title and everything, going back to the EBW thing. So, I got to go out the way I wanted. I got to have a ladder match, and I got to wrestle and have EBW involved in my very last show. And I was ready. And I wasn't going to come to that show, but off screen, I'm really not a bad guy. I'm not a bad guy.
Some people would beg to differ, but
Yeah, a lot of people still beg to differ. But
They can
Jay,
eat shit.
what?
They can eat shit. Chris Jones is the man.
I'm trying to talk here. Would you
I'm
please?
sorry, Chris.
JJ texted me and asked me to come to the show. Of all people. So I come to the show and I'm watching the first two matches.
Are you crying?
No.
Okay.
The first two matches I seen weren't very good. I don't remember who it was. It was like DJ and somebody. I think it was DJ and Brendan, maybe. And then I think it was Venom or somebody, or what, I don't know. But before the show, I was talking to Fletch or whatever, and we discovered that we had a guy going to the Army, Lawrence, known as fuck's that guy's name?
Evan Phoenix. Evan Phoenix.
Evan Phoenix, and
On
then,
top of it.
and Austin's no longer with us. So they were having roster issues, which has always been an ongoing issue for any wrestling. And then Fletcher's, he always has that. I can write you back in the show. I could put you back in the show. And so
Yeah, I remember you coming up and telling me that you wanted to come back.
I said I had the itch. But so, me and Fletcher have been friends for a long time. Me and you've been friends for a long time. Ryan, we've all been here for many, many years, and to see a company that had been around for such a long time, XCW, and being the fact that we were starting to have roster issues again, I felt, as being here for the amount of time that I have, I felt I had an obligation to help my friend out. And so I decided to come back, and it's evolutionized to the position that I am now with 0 wins.
That happens. That happens. You come back and you get nothing.
Oh, Chris,
There's always the payoff.
thanks for coming back, Chris.
No loop. But I'm thankful for Chris being on the show here.
Thanks for having me. Big plans for the future.
Right now we are going to read you our results for No Remorse and our upcoming card for Greed. Ladies and gentlemen, ring the bell.
Welcome to Ring the Bell. And right now I'm going to run down the XCW No Remorse. We had Corey Lee defeated Void in a Summer Mania Cup tournament match. Colton Kravitz defeated Venom in a Mr. Summer Mania Cup tournament match. Stevie Goebel and Aces High defeated Evan Phoenix and Red, White, and Crew in a 6-man tag. Chuck Abel defeated Dorgon in a brutal last man standing. Brendan the Badman Stickle defeated 16-bit Ryan Greyson with a little help of Corey Lee in a Mr. Summer Mania Cup tournament match. Psycho Circus Clown defeated Kenny Hazard Chaos with a countout, as Hazard could not get to the match because of Void in a Mr. Summer Mania Cup tournament match. And Brandon Hobbs and Tommy Merriman fought to a no contest, giving us no clear winner and who is going to be able to pick the stipulation. Fletch and James Cerebral defeated Chris Jones and Genocide. Now, on to XCW Greed. In Mr. Summer Mania Cup Round 2, we will have Colton Kravitz taking on Corey Lee. And also, it'll be Brendan the Badman Stickle taking on Psycho Circus Clown. In the XCW Extreme Championship, it'll be a Monsters Ball match. Void versus Hazard. You also have Phantom taking on the Destroyer, Chuck Abel. An XCW New Age Championship Fatal 4-Way, James Cerebral, the champion, taking on Chris Jones and Fletch in Genocide. James Cerebral has his work cut out for him there. Stevie Goebel will be taking on Evan Phoenix in a non-title match. Taking on Red, White, and Crew. That is all for XCW Ring the Bell, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Chris Jones, again for coming on to the shit sheet. And
Chris Jones. Welcome back anytime, Chris Jones.
Was Ring the Bell. Just like anything else, if you ever want to see anything on the shit sheet, any comments or views that you have for XCW, hit us up. Without further ado, though, here's something that's become very, very popular in XCW and on the shit sheet. It's the segment hosted by Aaron. It's AJAX. So, without further ado, we'll let Aaron introduce you to his own show.
All right. Well, yeah, on AJAX this week. What do I even call this? I was not doing too well at coming up with an idea this week, so we were talking about doing some internet challenges. I just decided to do them all at once, and I'll call it the Explosive Challenge. Check it out. What's up, Two-Ply Army? It's your boy Aaron. I'm here with the Explosive Challenge. Let me tell you what that is. First off, I'm gonna eat five crackers.
He can count.
Mouthful of cinnamon. Hydrate with some hot sauce. At that point in time, my man Chris Jones is gonna hand me a little water, have a little break. Then I'm gonna put these Mentos in this here Coke and try to chug the whole thing of Coke. You're gonna witness the Ice Bucket Challenge. It's a hot ass day. Our ice already melted, but trust me, this water's cold as fuck. Then I'm gonna hit a kickflip so sick it'll make your granny's panties drop. Let's get it going. Good water. Good water. I nominate that bitch-ass Corey Lee. Explosive!
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm sick.
Who in their right mind does that stuff?
I'm not in my right mind, man. I'm sick.
Goddamn.
It's for the Two-Ply Army, man. It's all for them.
Two-Ply Army going strong as always. Hashtag Two-Ply Army. But great stuff, Aaron.
Thank you.
Great stuff with Chris Jones. Some stuff that everyone wants to know. Everyone loves hearing from Chris Jones. And I love interviewing Chris Jones. But we're going to take you out. So without further ado, we're going to go back to Aaron. And he's going to give us what we learned.
Well, I think we should say what they learned, because I already know everything there is to know about C-Unit Chris Jones, you know what I'm saying? But we learned a little bit
You know
about...
you're sizzing.
Yeah.
Then you
Yeah.
don't know everything.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I dropped the ball on that one. I could have made that reference. We learned a lot about the different promotions that Chris Jones has worked for and the different people. One thing remains the same. He's had creative control at a lot of the places he's gone, and that could be the reason why he's so successful and the reason why he is where he is today. We learned a lot about his up and down relationship with Justin Parsley, who I haven't met, but I'm name dropping on the show, so if you're watching, nice to meet you. I'm Aaron. And
Aaron German.
something everybody already knew, but Chris Jones is a badass, man. I love Chris Jones.
And people wonder if I'm gay.
Hey,
I think you got a man crush on Chris.
wait till Monday then.
But without further ado, Kenny Hours of Chaos, Aaron German. Thank you for joining us here on the Shit Sheet, episode 3. Chris Jones, the Explosive Challenge, the XCW Xtra. Without further ado, check you later.
Check it. Check it. Check. What was my catchphrase? Check it.
Ayo, drop that shit.